Can I hear the Belleville Area District Library Board of Trustees will come to order. We begin with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All righty. I will ask our secretary to take the roll. Dwight, what's this here?
Fleming,
Here.
Jackson Smith,
Here.
Riga,
Here.
Peters,
Here.
Priest,
Here.
Sotomayor.
Oh, boy, oh, boy. Already, we are in a great day. I don't anticipate a whole lot of official business we have to do, but boy, do we have an information packed packet. And I imagine our director is going to have to explain all this information. I have questions.
Right.
So we'll have I think, a really interesting meeting, but I don't think we have anything too difficult to deal with, and our treasurer can rest and just enjoy the meetings. We are at the point of the approval of the agenda. I will entertain a motion from Jariga, support from Priest to approve the agenda as presented. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed by saying nay. We have no dissenting votes. The agenda is approved. We are on to item 4, which is approval of the June meeting minutes. And if you would like to take a minute and look them over. One thing I noticed the most was that Rosemary was here for her last meeting.
That's right.
And that was my comment, and my comment was in the minutes. But now we have, well, I'll wait for a minute before we talk about it.
I make a motion that we approve the agenda,
The
or the minutes from June 9th.
There's a motion
I'll
and a second. Who? Did you say? Joy and Chehevitz is seconding the motion by Priest, second by Chehevitz, to approve the regular meeting minutes from June 9th. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed by saying no. There are no dissenting votes. Now we're at public comments, and I will observe that we have Emily, I can't remember your last name. Flesh, that's it. And Emily is from the Belleville Independent. And we are glad to have you here as a reporter from the Belleville Independent, and we welcome you. And ICE is here again. We do have members of the public. Do either one of you want to say something?
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Thank you for being here. We'll be eager to see what you have to say about this.
No pressure.
No pressure. We'll be watching. So if there are no public comments, we will move on to committee reports. Is there a building committee report or discussion we need to have?
No.
I see the chair looking at the director, and neither one of them are.
No news is good.
Isn't that wonderful? You know, we've only been in this building for 6 years, and we're finally getting where we don't have something we have to talk about. Good, that's just fine. And bylaws, we took care of last go round. Anything else? No report from that. Finance, we took care of last time. Anything else, Tanya?
No.
All righty. I know you wish you could go to your job and just say that and have it be over with. No report, nothing to say. Outreach committee, Maria?
No report at this
Okay, personnel, Linda?
No report at this time.
Policy, Dan?
No report.
Oh, boy, oh, boy. And the art committee, I did see Michelle Montour today, but we don't have a report from the art committee. I forgot to tell her. Anyway, we, the on behalf of the art committee, I did go to the
Reception?
the reception for the Memory Cafe and for the Memory Cafe display up there, and it's so joyful. So I really like that we are blending our programmatic work with our building capabilities to show off art. So that's all I have to say for that. I will tell the public that having no reports for all our committees is a very different thing than we were some years ago, especially as we were building the building and before we were building the building, every one of those committees had to report and we had a lot of time in that, but now we're moving along. So I think that the only item that we have to take board, well, we did take board action on approving the agenda and stuff. But we are now to item 7, which is accounts payable, and I will ask the board to all look at our accounts payable sheet. And please ask your questions if there's stuff on there that you have questions about.
I've got a question on the Memory Cafe, the $835 and the $250. Is that from their $10,000 grant?
Yes.
It's not from our budget?
No.
Okay, thank you.
And because of that grant, Jen Richardson is really doing great things.
Oh, yeah.
That whole event was really good. We're really able to engage with people. And there were a lot of people that are, some were participants in the Memory Cafe and others were just there for the fun of it. And it was fun. Any other questions? We've had a lot of programs, so there's a lot of program payments on here and all kinds of things, the things we usually have and some things that we don't. With this new account, well, it's not so new anymore, but it gives us a much longer report, but it also gives us a whole lot of more detail in it.
I make a motion to approve accounts payable.
We have a motion from
Second.
Javits to approve accounts payable, supported by Studemeyer. Any further discussion before we call the question? All those in favor of approving the accounts payable, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed by saying no. Oh, there are no negative votes and accounts payable we're all through that. We're through our business that we have to vote on. But boy, does Mary Jo have a lot of information for us tonight. So Mary Jo, we've taken 10 minutes to take care of everything on it. And now we've got an hour to listen to you.
Well, I'm not gonna take the whole hour. This is, June was the end of our fiscal year, so all of our numbers are complete for a 12-month period. I thought this would be a good opportunity to look at that briefly and also look at, I printed out the spreadsheets that show our past 3 years, just to kind of give you an idea of where we are. CERT and visits are a little bit down for the year, relatively stable, however. One thing that is really noteworthy, our adult programming and our youth programming were up a lot this last year.
Yeah.
So our librarians have really been coming up with some very creative programs and bringing a lot of program attendance.
The youth programming was particularly
Yes, so I'm very
heartwarming.
gratified to see that. And internet and youth and teen internet is up a lot, and the internet's up a little bit, so. Keep waiting for our internet numbers to kind of drop, because more and more people are just in here using Wi-Fi, not just our regular computers, but they're still
still pretty healthy use, so.
The circulation numbers, this includes
Yeah,
branch.
The circulation numbers include the branch. Um,
Well, there are some things just for the branch.
and I also printed out those stats that we keep just for the branch. Circ is down for the year,
For the branch.
and it is a small branch, so it doesn't take a lot for the numbers to go up or down. All it takes is one power user that decides that, get their books up here, or they move, or. But the, visits are up for the year.
You'll see the last 3 or 4 pages of the Sumter Media Center specifically.
So yeah, visits are up, reference questions are up a little bit. Computer use is up. Computer use is up on that.
Computer use at the media center is up.
So it'll be interesting to see if that kind of continues at both buildings. Sometimes when the academy starts thinking, certain library stats start to go up, so we'll see if that's true or not.
I must admit, when I'm faced with a paper full of numbers, I kind of glaze over, so I really need. I
That's what you
really,
said, John, tonight.
yeah,
Who did all this?
yeah, I really appreciate some of your pointing out where you feel like trends are major. I did look through them all. But
Impressive.
It's interesting how, some of the numbers, it's like from 24, 25. They went down
Yeah,
overall and
and
then
now
they've
they're up
gone
again,
back up,
yeah.
yeah.
So
It's like, what's going
I don't
on?
know. I wish I could tell you.
maybe people took a break from the library and realized that they had made a mistake.
Yeah.
You better get back over it.
Anecdotally, I can say that we're pretty busy building right now. We're bustling with some reading program activities. A lot of children, a lot of families.
I had a, what, I don't know what it. Not the reference questions. It was I guess it is the youth and teen usage, which is the last page before we get to the Sumter Media Center. That's really heartwarming. That we're, and we've been up and down in terms of having to develop policies to really assure that youth and teens are well served, but also well supervised, and that the other patrons of the library are able to do what they need to do without being disturbed. And I've noticed, I haven't been in here, I haven't been walking through the library like I used to. I'm really hoping I can be walking sometime soon. But when I have been in here and even on my little walker going through, I have not seen any of the kind of bunching up, times that we used to have with our teams. So I think we've got our.
This has been a pretty good year.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
we've got our rules, and whenever I go in the teen room, it's really enjoyable. They're all engaged with each other, or the ones that are on computers are on computers. There's a couple of them studying, closing out everybody. Our study rooms are generally quite well used as well, and a lot of times it's young people that are using them. I really love that we're meeting the needs of young people.
I think this is very well formatted. It's like, I don't have to do any math to figure anything out. Everything I need to know is already there.
Yeah, I'm interested, since Tanya can always break down numbers so well, I wondered if you looked at it, whether you'd see it clearer than I do. I glaze over.
The computer use at the Sumter Media Center went up a lot.
It's up a lot.
That was one of the reasons we really focused on for building that center was to provide that area of our community with adequate computer resources and
Wi-Fi, because there is no Wi-Fi.
Mhm.
There's no restaurants with Wi-Fi, there's no free publicly available Wi-Fi in Sumter.
And a lot of the residents in Sumter don't have it in their homes, right?
I don't know if that, when we
Yeah.
built it, that was true, I don't know if
If it
that's as
still
much. True.
So is that what this is calculating, or is this actual logons to the computers that are there? Are these logons to our Wi-Fi?
No,
there?
this is logons to the computers,
So this is actually logging on to the computers that sit.
sitting down in a
So
workstation.
it's not,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not Wi-Fi use, it's
Right.
actually logging
But you
on.
can't really calculate that.
Yeah, we do have, we are able to check that too.
Yeah.
George is able to track that as well.
Okay.
You are able to track Wi-Fi
Wi-Fi
use?
usage at both here and
There's just not a lot of room there to sit with your
There's
computer
not,
and.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah, there's not a lot of.
Do
Work-
people
workspaces.
sit in the parking lot? Does our Wi-Fi in the parking lot work down there just like
Yeah,
it does
just
here?
not as much as people do it here. People do it here even after we've closed,
Ah.
because we put that bandwidth out so that people can stay in the parking lot and use it. We have a couple of patrons who are frequent flyers that do that. Sumter Bridge, I don't think it's caught on much. But I'm hoping with them doing some renovations to the pavilion in the back and everything, maybe making it more park-like, I'm hoping that it'll maybe make those Wi-Fi numbers go up a little bit.
you're saying it has the capability.
It has the capability.
Okay.
That pavilion out behind the media center, the programming that we've done to get, that has utilized that, has really been interesting. It's
Mhm.
really a nice feature.
So
We're
is
gonna
it,
do another astronomy
There's
program.
something, yeah, I thought there was something coming up.
so is the internet usage, for the main branch, is that logins or is that,
That's pure login.
okay, so they're apples to apples?
Yeah.
So this is only, this number, library internet usage is just this building,
Yes.
or is it both?
The, I think that's both. I think that includes both, yeah. Yeah, everything on the main, on the regular numbers is both the branch and the main,
Okay.
yeah.
I just want to pull the bridge, I was just in case I just wanted to see this.
Yeah, we haven't really looked at that in a while.
What was that?
I wanted
Neil just said,
pull out the branch number system, have a look at it, 'cause we haven't really looked at it in a while.
I'm not good enough with numbers in my head to know what that percentage of overall use, but you could do it. Because there's like 390 logins for this branch. I mean, for Sumter, and there's 12,000.
Yeah,
That's like,
that is a good thing.
that's a big difference, yeah.
But
I'm just amazed when I talk to people in the public about being, on the library board and the kind of services we have. Some people just say to me, I didn't know you had that.
yeah,
I didn't.
a lot of people.
And I just thought.
And then
we've
too,
been
a
here
lot
so
of people have never been to the
And I
library.
just wanna
There's people that live
say,
here.
we do a good job of reaching out, but we still gotta reach out even farther and
Yeah.
finding ways to
Right.
do that.
Yeah.
And I think it's a problem with all libraries. is
This
Oh, yeah.
past Lake
Singing your praises.
Yeah, this past Lake Fest, we always set up at a booth outside. And this one, I focused more on not worrying about library cards or even signing up but just to talk to people and, because it's
Mhm.
not just our community for Lake Fest, it's all over the. And the most I got was parents not realizing that they could leave their city and go to a different library. Yeah, so I've been telling them, take Canton, Inkster, or take Canton, all the surrounding ones. Look at their library programs, put their calendars together, and you could go all week without even paying for one program for your kids all summer.
Yeah.
And it's educational, it's wholesome, it's everything that you need, plus you can see other libraries and you're like, we didn't even realize our library card would work at somewhere else. We didn't know we could go to a different library to go to their summer reading programs. And I'm like, yeah, you can. So,
We've got the museum adventure pass and.
Yeah.
You know, pass, so with your library card, you can get.
so I'm hoping changing that focus
Free,
to, you
yeah.
can go to other communities' libraries
Right.
and enjoy their programming as well. We don't check library cards at the doors, so.
And I know my own niece who doesn't live here, but I was talking to her, she goes, I'm going to pay like, I don't know how much money to join Ancestry. And I said, don't do that, go to your library.
Right.
And she did it. She happens to live in Manhattan. They gave her everything. It was just, she goes, I had no idea. I said, you do not have to spend kind of money to join Ancestry. These people will help, and they have.
Yeah.
So I just rack my brain trying to think of ways to tell people, get it at the library, get it at the library.
That's right. Save some money.
Yeah. And really, even when we have our discussions around this table, I think we all bring up to each other things that we all didn't, not everybody, I mean, we all use different things, so it's good when we're talking to other people, but I do the same thing when I'm talking to people. The thing, it is frustrating to me that people that, well, a lot of people just don't use libraries. There are college educated people who say they have not read a book since they graduated from college. And they think of libraries as just books. So we have a lot to do. We're supposed to be ambassadors for the library, so we just have to keep working at it.
Yeah.
Well, in tough times, people come back too. So unfortunately, we're having more tough times, but that means people will learn more about what their library has.
That's true. That's true. We are a kind of a hedge against economic downturn. People do come, more people come during those times, and if they're job hunting or whatever. And
Their power goes out.
yeah, or
they get that problem.
I was one of them.
of course, our library was closed over the 4th of July weekend. I was thinking, oh, the people are all in the library, but the library was closed that weekend.
But we did, when we did reopen Monday, there was still a lot of people out.
Yeah.
But so when that happens, a lot, if we can, we throw open the COSAD room downstairs so that people can set up with their, their laptops and work here. And we do get a lot of people who take us up on that. We can kind of tell all of a sudden that the whole library just fills with people, the tables, the study rooms.
Maybe that's something that you could do with
Work
the
up here,
newspaper. Is have the newspaper take pictures of that and put it, like this is library.
Yeah,
this is-
and there is a power outage in the winter as well. I mean, people are freezing to death and they come in here, but this year it was so hot.
Yeah.
It is amazing how, and it builds community, because I remember running into people from my neighborhood, my subdivision, and they don't ordinarily come here, but they come when the power's out.
Is our library designated as an official cooling?
We're not an
station?
official province, but we're probably.
It's heavily used.
But people do use it.
It was advertised on the radio today, all the different libraries. And our library was mentioned.
Okay.
As a place to go.
As a cooling station.
Cool.
Yeah.
In one of these,
That was on the radio.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh.
in what radio?
We might have filled out like the United Way survey or
950,
something, yeah.
just news station.
Was that?
Yeah.
There, in one of the other things that Mary Jo has in this packet, there's a thing about all the different services and how many libraries do it, so that's another chance for us to talk about
Yeah.
that.
So. We are getting a couple of things. First of all, we've been very successful so far with our online newsletter, so we're getting a lot of people signing up for that. So I'm really happy with that. We just turned on the feature where new library card. When we issue a library card to a new user, they will get the email that outlines all of our different services, and then they can click if they want the online newsletter. They can pick certain topics if they want to be informed on those programs, they'll get an email update for that.
Is that what, because I signed up for something,
Okay.
so I'm supposed to be getting an email from the library.
You will get an email. Some of them are not gonna, it's not, we're not gonna bombard you every week with
I just
something.
don't think
We can check.
probably go to my spam and I haven't noticed. should
Oh, I
say.
see. Okay, yeah.
I
We've
was,
done just one online newsletter.
okay.
And then some of the other specific category items, every like couple months, we'll probably push something out. So
So
it's
you
not
have
gonna
like
be
a specific day, like, okay, every 15 we'll be pushing something, so
right.
patrons can look out like, oh, on the 15th something will come out, it will be random.
Right, we're-
Tuesday
It's
around.
brand new to us, so it's gonna take a lot of, kind of work through how the schedule's going to work, but
Well, I mean, I know I got a
Okay.
notification.
did you get it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
Yeah, I think I got it too.
so,
Okay.
I think I signed up for like the youth. The youth activities and I'm sure I got something
Something.
squished to me.
probably, yeah.
Oh.
Cause those are really going right now.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So anyway, we're working through it, but we're excited about it. We're also very, very close to rolling out our new website design. A lot of details, to be sorted out with something like that. One of the things, couple things driving it was just it was time to reevaluate it, but also into making sure it's that we're working on the ADA accessibility part of it better.
What company do we use for?
We do it in-house.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
So, but I will probably be, talking to the policy committee in the coming months. We're looking at, getting a data privacy policy to put on the website.
You looked right at me when you said that.
I did, are you?
Okay.
And also an accessibility statement, so those are things that are going to be coming up. Programming, please, if you're not doing anything tomorrow, it's gonna be hot anyway, you're gonna come to the
fun.
library. Come to the jazz night,
That's,
so.
I can testify, this guy is really good. My husband pointed out, I wouldn't remember the name, but he used to play at the nursing home where my mother-in-law was staying. And my mother-in-law was a great jazz fan and a great jazz singer. She would sit up in the front and go to singing every song, and he had a little combo, but it's the same guy and he's really nice. He's really good with audiences. He was certainly good with the people in that nursing home.
So I think this is gonna be really interesting. He's gonna go through a lot of different genres, jazz, blues, pretty folks, so. I think it's gonna be a really good program. We also have, a blockbuster movie coming out. It's this weekend, isn't it? The Odyssey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So our movie critic that helps us with Classic Movie Night is going to be presenting a program on August 6th, Unpacking Odysseus. August 6th at 7 p.m. It's a Thursday, so it should be really interesting. He's doing this along with a colleague of his, and I think it should be interesting. I've heard good things about this movie, so I'm kind of looking forward to seeing it.
This Friday, coming Friday, the movie comes up. Okay?
Yeah. I also included a mid-year update from my goals that I gave you in January.
So yeah, we didn't even have to
26th.
bug her to do that.
Yeah, so
She did it all.
just to kind of give you a snapshot of where I'm
is
at.
that
So
this one?
yes,
Yeah.
2 pages.
Two-pages?
Yeah.
2026 goals mid-year update.
So, and I'm relieved that I do have some completed items on here.
And you will
There are quite
recall,
a few in progress items.
you all will recall at the last time we did our evaluation for our director that people talked about, they didn't remember that we had talked about the goals. So now we have something to focus on that it's not just when we're evaluating her, but we need to keep in mind what our goals are and we just ask questions along the way. Quite a few completed and quite a few in progress.
Is there a few that you'd like to point out here?
Yeah, that's interesting. How to do.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a administrative library manual, so that,
You're not here.
yeah.
How to
I always tell people,
how
in
to
case-
operate
In
the
case,
sound
in case,
system.
right, well, in case I get hit by a
The
bus,
HVAC
certain things
system.
yeah.
Cause I've been in the COSAD room when people go,
Oh, how do you do
I
this?
don't know how to do this.
So.
The board should be provided with a copy of that manual.
So I'm happy that sometimes that, you know, things are, sometimes they're small tweaks, like the reassessing space on. And seating on the second floor, we did rearrange some tables and chairs
Right
around
on
the
here.
terrace area. Yeah,
Oh, I have to go and look.
and I've seen a lot of people really using that area better now, so I think that was an excellent.
Good.
Thing to do, we'll probably reevaluate if we want to, we want, the furniture doesn't match right now. Our architect would probably die a little bit if he came right now and did that,
what
so
doesn't-
the tables don't match each other.
Oh, we've got a few
So-
tables out there that aren't.
So at some
the
point, if we
ones
decide we wanna go with this, we might wanna revisit that.
Our architect hasn't been back to see us in quite a while.
You should have put the flagpole lighting in bold and underlined it.
Oh, God, I know, that was a.
Considering it's been going on years.
Since 2020.
Right, yeah, that should have been like
Right, you're absolutely.
neon lights. You know.
So, really happy to be on, to have a new elevator company too, so.
Yeah, I'm really happy when I sign checks that we have a new elevator company because it's not nearly
As
as
much money,
costly.
yeah,
The bushes, the native bushes you have, I can't remember what they are.
yeah, the choke,
Those
yeah,
Those are doing very nice.
yeah, I like those. We have some other, bushes in the children's garden, some of the, boxwoods that are going, so we're gonna have to. Think about that again too,
Boxwoods.
so, we're just not happy, so,
You know, some kind of disease. going on in the
Yeah.
Country.
yeah. So we'll probably be revisiting that again in the fall.
There's no way to predict that though. You know, when you buy them.
No, things happen. So if any of you have any questions about. Anything on here?
Any more questions?
Is there anything that you need our help with as far as your goals and these all things that you're able to accomplish on your own?
At some point when we really start, well, the finance policies will be a finance committee meeting. I'm still working, I hit the wall on that one, there are a lot of moving pieces, a lot of different policies, and I start getting them all laid out, and then I get to like one policy that just like thwarts me, and so and then other things come up, and I put that in a drawer, so.
You have to have your mind ready to.
I have to have my
do
mind
it,
ready to,
yeah.
so that part's on me, but once I get that together, I wanna have a finance committee meeting, so. And then once we get the data compiled to kind of look at strategic planning, I wanna have an outreach committee meeting to assist with that.
You know, there's, I guess I should have this, you know. Is there any, sometimes it's good to see what the strategic plans are in our communities or municipalities and.
Other
see
libraries,
where-
strategic plans, you mean?
No, our local municipalities to see how.
But I know the city was working on something that.
Something about
Yeah.
the city, I don't.
Yeah, it was okay, surprised there's not a copy here. On,
Okay.
strategic.
But yeah, it would be interesting.
Yeah, it would be a good thing for us to have a copy of the municipalities' plans for people
Are you gonna
to.
request one or do you?
We've got a copy here.
Well, they're probably online.
Yes, it's big, thick, on the main aisle.
Okay,
Oh, we do?
Is it up to date? Is the
Binder.
newest?
Pardon me?
Is it the newest one?
Yes,
okay,
I mean, we worked on it a
yeah.
long time.
That would be-
Well, it's not just having copies, I was just wondering if the library.
There's only a
Yeah.
copy here and a copy at the city hall, that's it. It's real thick.
It's not available online.
I can't answer that.
We can find out.
Well, very good. You really provided us a lot. to Look at today, Mary Jo.
All right, I just wanna move on to the articles I shared with you. One of them is kind of dealing with, what is going on post Baker and Taylor closing.
Yeah,
So just to kind of give you a snapshot of where everything's at. Amazon Business is trying to make a play for libraries. Also Follett Publisher. We actually have a, conference call meeting scheduled with them about their services, so. Like a lot of our librarians who order materials are really interested in talking to them, so I think that will be productive. We've been ordering primarily through Ingram, but also on Broadart and Amazon.
Amazon.
I printed out, I didn't print all of it, some of the supporting documentation, the detailed results and appendixes, I didn't, print for you, but I do have the link in the director's report from the Public Library Association, Public Library Services for Strong Communities, which was the results of an annual survey.
If you go through that, you will see a lot of the things we've been talking about. They talk about how libraries are, and there's some of the things we're doing informally, and I guess you can get as formal as you want to get
Right.
about some of these things.
So a lot of the things that came up during the survey was, topics such as food insecurity, health and wellness programs, programming for older adults, libraries as cooling or warming centers,
Yeah,
sustainability.
a lot of
You
those.
gotta, you gotta identify your community needs, what needs are.
Right.
Yeah.
So, if you go to. Start this. Your services on page 5. So page 5 and 6. The chart, the dark green are formal library programs, the light green bar is informal programs. And if you notice, the vast majority, I think there's only one that's not like this, are informal. So libraries do a lot of things for a lot of people, and a lot of it is informal, because we really, and I feel like this is our strength as a library.
Do we
Of
have?
being able to meet people one-on-one and deal with the need that they have in the moment, and so that, I think that really shows on this.
Identifying the
statistic, yeah.
need is a real skill too.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they come in and they don't even.
Oh,
really
yeah,
know.
yeah. And that's what we're good at.
Yeah.
Kind of getting to the bottom of it, yeah,
Yeah.
so.
Do we have notary services?
We
in
do
the-
that.
I brought that up years ago.
There are a lot of legal
Yeah.
reasons why we don't.
Is that right?
Oh,
Okay.
kind of didn't-
That's the only one on this chart that is the other way around.
It was just a little bit too much
Okay,
to have a bar to.
You don't do passport application acceptances here, you don't need it.
We will assist people with, if they're applying online. We assist people with a lot of government websites where people are trying to navigate the website. And things like making sure they're on the proper website, the government website, not the spam one,
I
yeah.
almost fell for that.
Look at the
I did
older
though.
adults,
I finally realized.
page 6.
Yeah, what?
That's like super high.
Mhm.
Which one was that?
Older
The older
adult
adults,
services.
yeah.
So, I mean, we're looking at the bar charts here,
Mhm.
if I were just any. Joe Blow coming in and I said, hey, I need some help with unemployment filing.
Mhm.
Does the library then just kind of direct me as to where I should be going for those services?
Yes,
Got it.
yeah.
And then when you need help because you can't understand how to fill out the form.
Yeah.
We
They
help you
help
with
you
that.
do that.
Help you upload documents you need uploaded, we do all of that.
Get all that all the stuff that's, you know, cause it's all automated now and a whole lot of people can't handle it.
Right.
And the librarians really do help people.
We still, you know, we still help people get an email address for their very first time.
Wow.
You know,
That's
it's still,
amazing.
yeah.
What about the food insecurity thing? How
We partnered with, I think it was Gleaners, I think we've done stuff with the food closet too. As a food gathering place from time to time. Also this last year, the Friends of the Library have stepped up to, pay for snacks for the after-school kids who come in, something a little bit healthier than just, you know, getting a candy bar, so we've been providing apples and oranges and,
No,
Yes, what's the light?
yeah.
The COSAC committee and the Rotary, local Rotary that meet here. The COSAC committee gave $20,000 next door to the food closet to provide meals or for food for people.
Yeah.
And they've given like 300 bags last year of food. A bag lasts a week. So there's many more people coming in. I was there today volunteering and people are calling on the phone wanting money for pay for heating and cooling. And it's just, you can't do it all.
Right.
Just don't, or people need gas for their vehicles and it's a tough call.
Well, when you're in the more urban, like Michigan Avenue now, they have twice a week, there's a food truck that comes in and gives out free meals to families or adults.
Yeah.
They have a band that comes in every couple of months to do medical. I don't know how deep, but low level medical services.
But we also, even with like the food services and stuff that we have, different signs around the library that are just QR codes, so that there's this level of non-judgment.
That's good.
You know, you have to,
If you need help,
or
you can
anything,
go to the site.
if you need
Yeah.
help.
No,
And
they-
there's lots of referring happening.
Yeah, and then, of course, we also, you know, anybody who asks, any of the staff will be happy to help figure out how to sign up for programs or find food closets and things like that.
it does help that the main food closet for the community is right next door.
Yes.
There's one on Elwell too, by the school.
Is there?
Yeah, and so I walk my dog over there.
Rotten Harvest is still down at the, behind the branch. So,
Oh, down in Sumter, that's good. That's good. Yeah, people are having tough times.
Yep. So anyway, their reports are always very interesting.
Yeah,
And then there's some narrative, you know, each one has like a spotlight, like for example, for older adults.
Early on in here, there under community needs. About libraries provide spaces for people to gather, work, study, or socialize. When we were building this library and talking about meeting rooms, I remember having to justify the need for meeting rooms and.
Oh, I know. All the surveys that were filled out, people didn't think we needed meeting rooms and I knew that.
Meeting room.
Yeah, and I knew.
Yeah. Topsy's Rudy, are you kidding?
Yeah, Nikki schedules the meeting room, so she's.
But this.
We have more.
Yeah.
Definitely is more, yeah.
well, you know, people just don't. Like I said, a lot
Yeah,
of people.
but yeah,
Always
There's a
free
real
at
need
other
for that, yeah.
libraries.
Yeah,
Yes,
well. Yeah, not always.
not
Those
always,
small rooms are, but
yeah.
not necessarily. the big
Because I think, you know, because I use the rooms here quite a bit and the people in my groups say, I can't believe this is free. It's such a wonderful place. So I just wish people, I'm always trying to be an ambassador to tell people about it, because they don't know.
No, we do have policies in place that, that you have to be a resident.
Right,
and
which is-
you have-
Right.
Yes.
Yeah,
So. But you're not checking their IDs to make sure they're residents and those.
But
It's
I
a
do
reason
to a
to.
point, I do to a point, because it does get a little out of control sometimes. because we are free and so available and have such nice rooms and technology. So, I really gotta follow my policy pretty close to it.
Well, I think what they're saying the community need is social isolation. And,
Oh, absolutely. I think that's something that we really will need with any, you come to a program here and meet other people. I see so many times parents, they come to story time and they bond with each other and talk and develop
Yeah.
relationships. So those, that's
They come
priceless.
as a lone person, they're in a place where there's other people around them. They're not just sitting in their little home or
Right.
their little room all by themselves. They have other people around.
But it's not what people think.
Yeah.
The library, I'm gonna go to the library, so, cause I'm socially isolated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
people don't
Get out.
think
No, we have
about
a group, we have a group that meets they come like almost every day in the popular magazine area,
in
yeah.
the pub, yeah,
Where the fireplace is, like.
periodical room,
Talk to each
yeah.
other, it's like a little salon.
Right.
And if we went for a village for that.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. There's bars,
So
restaurants.
it's a free exchange of ideas, yeah. So, yeah, there's a lot that I like to see when I'm walking through the building. So that's all I have.
I can't wait to be walking through the buildings. Yeah.
Well, from garden to table and beyond is very timely. What we're dealing with,
Yeah.
with, with this bacteria.
Oh, my goodness.
And all of the.
Especially in this
vegetables and
area.
stuff.
In this area.
Specifically, our Southeast Michigan,
Yeah.
specific stuff.
Because you can't wash it off,
Well, what do you
so
think?
you can't really eat lettuce. Other than if you buy a head of lettuce and you take all the outside.
Was it the first 3 layers, but I mean, I don't know, I trust that.
Because you don't get it till like 2 weeks later after you eat it. So you
So
don't know the
More,
source.
more macaroni and cheese and less lettuce.
Right.
Oh, darn it.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Farmers.
Yeah.
Now, the
That
farmers market, so, and I've seen that even on TV, news media, they're talking about farmers market. So that's another nice thing that our library is located right in the middle of the.
Yeah, they said local. Local,
Down the street,
farmers,
yeah.
it's better anyway, because whatever, this is from a place that's being mass
Right,
produced.
so yeah, you're seeing these like Taco Bell and all this, there's stuff.
Or the bag
changing
lettuce,
with it. Yeah,
bag
and
salad
you know, they're
places.
buying it
And the
made.
shredded lettuce.
Yeah.
Specifically, yeah, they said spreads really.
Well, I told you she had a lot for us to talk about tonight. But I believe we check off item 8 that we have had our director's report. So it's time for our trustee comments. Who wants to start? John,
Gee, I'd like to talk about this here, Music in the Park every Thursday night. Hopefully, if the weather's not too hot or rainy, if it is, we usually have it at the church across the street, the Methodist church. But I would, if you want to go to a wonderful, wonderful concert, July 30th, Magic Bus. It's amazing. We usually have 600-700 people there. And about 80-90 people in the streets dancing. It's really cool, especially if you like Woodstock movie or Woodstock music from 1969. It's really cool. Anyway.
is the Santana project, is that music like Santana plays?
Yes, and which one did you go to? Linda?
Jay Giles.
Jay
That
Giles.
was good.
That was excellent. We had
Yeah.
600 people there.
That was fun.
Yeah, and yeah, it's great fun. And it's free.
Has the crowd's been growing every year?
Yes, well, you get a reputation after a while.
Yeah.
And yeah,
It's
it's
still pretty.
growing, but we're getting old. Yeah, I'm too old to be doing this anymore, so I just do certain things and back off. So, yeah,
It is really great. I
Yeah,
go to as
great-
many of these. as I
great
can
fun,
possibly.
great fun.
Also, if we don't like crowds, but we still wanna hear the music, we have this great building.
Our terrace
Terrace
is
is
wonderful.
great.
Then they cool off and they go back out on the balcony and hear the music.
That's
Just
right.
saying.
Thank you, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
There's a lot,
I've done that quite a few times.
and there's a lobster truck,
What?
a lobster truck, the lobster rolls they have.
Oh, really?
Oh,
That
yeah,
comes to the night?
Some of, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
It's funny because I'll go to this one on Thursday night and then I'll go to the one in Plymouth on Friday night. And that, I don't know if anybody's been to the music in the park in Plymouth. I mean, it's a mob scene.
Wow.
I mean, you can hardly find a
Really?
place to sit. But then when you come to this one, it's so nice and you got the beautiful
The lake.
lake and it's
So
it's just-
pretty.
and the music's just as good. So, I don't know.
They do it in that park in the middle of town.
Yes, by the water.
Not that big.
Yeah, besides,
It's
besides music in the park there, there's people on the street and the streets closed off. And on the lake, there are a number of
A lot of
boats.
boats
Yeah, I
come.
think we have speakers going towards the park.
Yeah.
And then I agree with Nikki, our terrace is a good place to get that music, even if you don't go up. So, yeah, thank you, John. Who wants to go next?
Well,
Okay.
again, I'd like to praise staff here. There was a DVD that I was looking for. That I did a little bit of research. This was a DVD that, it was a movie actually, a feature movie that was being shown at the Penn Theater. And it was actually a tribute to our World War II soldiers and generation. And I couldn't get there to see it. I actually wanted to take my dad there to see it. He's kind of part of that generation. And we couldn't get there to see it in that timeline. And so I did a little research and I knew that particular movie was available on the DVD, but it wasn't available through any of our resources. So I came to the library and our staff, and lo and behold, looks like they're able to get it. So thank you again to the staff.
We're also hoping to get the public performance rights and show it at the library too.
What's the name of the movie?
I knew you'd put me on the spot. Something about the greatest generation and let's never forget something along that lines. World War II is the greatest generation.
They have real footage or is it?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. I assume they do.
Yeah.
It kind of presents itself as a documentary, so I'm assuming.
I've been looking, I'm trying to find the name of my dad's plane
Oh,
and I've just been all over the place. It's very hard to find.
yeah.
He's been dead a long time and he died before I ever thought about asking him about it.
Yeah.
And so now I want to know.
Right. That would be great. That would be I think a great
We're excited about that.
way
That's
to
cool.
honor our veterans.
We would get a lot of people at a showing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would think so. Let me know if you need any help with that.
Okay.
Linda, do you wanna go next?
Yeah, I'm just sitting here thinking about ways I can be a better ambassador. Because we have so much to offer here. And when people say they don't know about it, it just drives me crazy. So I'm gonna find ways, and I was wondering maybe the newspaper could help with that somehow. Do a little feature for the library and show what's going on, or just make sure that we reach out and make people aware of what we have. And so I'm gonna try to do more of that and everybody just be thinking about it, how we could be good ambassadors and get more of our community in here using our services. They're so good. It would be better for everybody if they did. Because I know when I bring my grandson here, he loves it. And he lives in Texas, but he loves coming here.
My grandkids. Who's next?
Well, I will say I liked there's a little sign by the circ desk about the well, I think it was 6 book clubs. And I don't think all of YDL and their 3 branches have 6 book clubs on it, so. Good for Belleville.
Oh, yeah, our book clubs are really active. And sometimes the book clubs, the books, the one book club that is featuring something else will be looking at a book that you would think of for the other book club. So sometimes the book clubs merge together and have meetings.
Have a super book
Yeah.
club meeting. Yeah.
And yeah, for Thanksgiving, because my book club is on the last Thursday, so Thanksgiving is always. So then we end up on the other book clubs night and we have people go to both. So me and Hillary make a super book club and have, because her book club go out in the community and have food, so we have food. And then my book club usually picks the book. So it's always fun to have the two. Now we made it a tradition, so.
Socialization is so important. These book clubs provide that.
They really do, people bond.
And, yeah,
People that have
especially-
been coming for years and they bond in the book
And with
club.
people like us who are older, you're not working anymore, you don't have work people that you see. So,
And you need to hear different views too. It's so
Mhm.
important. It's just not to say one thing and
Mhm.
broaden your horizon.
Well, not to toot our own horn, but the African American Literature Book Club's 20th anniversary is this year.
wow.
Yeah,
So it's been around for 20 years.
Is that the one Deb Green started?
Yeah.
yeah, and Deb still does, Nikki is really organizing it, but Deb does a lot of the discussion.
Mhm.
And I come to that one quite frequently, and it's interesting that over the years, I mean, I miss a lot of them, but then I come back and some of the people that were here years and years ago are back in here, so. We usually we more than fill this table and other, yeah, the chairs, kinda.
Just glad I was able to make it tonight.
Mhm.
At first I didn't know if I would, but it's really great to see everyone, so. that was it.
I'm sure you got other things going on.
This has been relaxing, I was able to just, listen,
Right.
watch, like
No
this is
stress.
fun, I like this.
Didn't have to present a budget here.
Well, you can just come here for entertainment.
Once I'm no longer on the board, I probably will, just stop by, just take a breath.
Yeah.
Well, I'm last. I'm among those still working. Not a ton of leisure time, but my 6-year-old is in the summer camp program. That's offered through Van Buren Public Schools. So they've been here once and they're gonna be coming back again on I believe it's the 28th. So if you're around and you see the kids wearing the orange shirts, my 6-year-old is in that group and he said he had a really good time. So he's looking forward to coming back.
Good.
Yeah, they enjoy themselves. And they're doing a lot of fun stuff, including coming to the library.
The library really is, that our kids' room is really a great excitement.
Yeah.
For the out of town, and my kids are all out of town, and they said, let's go to Yaya's library. That is music to my ears. So with that, I will do my chair comments, which I am gonna take a page from my buddy John Juriga. And everybody on this board who's involved in other community activities, this is a place we share it. I am now on the board for the Belleville Area Newspaper Foundation. And the newspaper, it's very interesting. Most communities have lost their local newspapers. And even big newspapers, I used to live in Lansing, and the Lansing State Journal used to be a fairly sizable paper. Now it's kind of whittled down. Ann Arbor has had a lot of ups and downs about its paper. But littler towns don't have papers at all. Our paper has been the product of one very determined person who has kept it going for 30 years and sat in here with us every time we had our meeting and sat in every other municipal meeting. And then she edited and then she put it together and then she delivered it and then she did all this. for us to continue into the future, we have to get into the workplace of the future. So we do have some visionary people in this community, and John and John's friend, who is now my friend, John Doug Peters, who helped us with the library, helped us with our art policy and how we would do. Researched it and found that the only ways that small towns are keeping newspapers are by them becoming nonprofits. And we're really kind of leading. Not many towns have yet tried to do this. In Michigan, U of M has a nonprofit over the student paper, and MSU has a nonprofit over the student paper, and there's a couple other entities that have nonprofit boards over papers, but very few, maybe no others. If there are any, it's very few that are little communities that have a nonprofit. And our nonprofit is having an event on Thursday at 6 o'clock at the BYC. It's not too late to participate. And even if you can't come, if you care about keeping up with what a newspaper can do, and the newspaper is really important to the library, a lot of the things we do here, we wanna have the newspaper, Linda was just saying, we'd hope the newspaper might focus on some of the things that we do here that people aren't aware of. So if you care about keeping the newspaper here, we would hope that you'd contribute to the Belleville Area Newspaper Foundation. And if you can, come on Thursday night, please do. It should be a good, interesting.
Be there.
We will be meeting our new reporter is right here with us, Emily, and we spoke to her at the beginning. We have a editor, Sarah Riggs, who I'm quite impressed with, and I think she'll do a good job. She knows this community. And the newspaper will evolve, I'm sure. We're keeping it. She purposely kept her first issues very much like the issues that people are used to, but over time, we'll be getting information from the community, what they want from the newspaper. And on Thursday night, I anticipate she might be getting some back and forth, some ideas from people.
And that's 6 o'clock?
It's at 6 o'clock. Wait a minute. 6 o'clock, 6 to 8.
6 to 8, okay.
6 to 8 at the BYC. There's a QR code. There's a QR code, but there's also a little thing I can text anybody who wants it that I can't tell you the technical term, Zelly, some kind of thing. You go on this and you can buy your ticket or make your donation. Zelle. You can make your donation, and I have that information in my phone. I can text it to all of you.
Yeah.
Well,
There is Zelle too, though.
Yeah, there is.
I
saw that.
What do I know? What do I know? But where other board members are technologically far advanced to me, so they've set it up. We're trying to be as inclusive as we can. So I do urge people to participate in that. And
Madam Chair,
yes, ma'am.
I don't foresee having any major business for the library board in August. Just like this is that.
Well, that's the first time you've done it.
Off years.
Yes, interesting. Well, we've been doing it the last few years since I don't know, did we not have August
Yes.
when you were on the board?
Yes.
Yeah. We are looking at not holding a meeting in August. We don't have pressing business. We did our finances in June. Mary Jo loaded us up tonight with everything you can talk about a library. So unless there's a big objection to somebody who just needs to spend an evening in August.
I need the socialization.
Come sit around your deck and socialize. So I thank you, Madam Director. Do we need to act on that or just announce?
I think you can probably announce it.
We are announcing that there will be no Belleville Area District Library Board meeting in August.
Unless something comes up, but
Well, yeah, if something pressing comes up, then we might have to call that, but, that's kind of a break, a dividend for all the, since we get paid so well. For our one evening of free labor that we won't be giving. And if there's nothing else,
Madam Chair, I make the
John?
motion that this meeting be adjourned.
it's been moved
I second it.
and supported that this meeting be adjourned. It's not debatable. All right.
I hope to see you guys Wednesday and Thursday.
Yes, me too. I'm gonna be here